So I got people coming over because we're gonna play Magic. My coworker is coming over, which is weird because I'm not somebody who often. By the way, this is Earth Balance, the baking sticks, the butter sticks. I'm not somebody who often hangs out with my coworkers outside of work, you know? I just think it's kind of weird. Softening the butter. Hi, cat. Hello. You give me a kiss. I can't touch you because these cookies are not for me. They're for my friend, and that would be disgusting. And there's video evidence, so I can't touch you. So, oh no. That was slightly too long, but that's okay. Some people don't even. So that's the butter. These are vegan chocolate chip cookies because I am a dirty vegan. Now I'm just gonna tear it. Oh yeah, you can see that. That's cool. All right. It's hard. I kind of wish. I guess some people have like cameras that are overhead, but here's how you make a flax egg. If you've never made it, they're really good. They work really well. I mean, obviously you wouldn't have a flax egg if you were making eggs, but if you're baking, flax eggs are great. I need to preheat my oven. So, need 7 grams, and I always bake by weight. Because it's the only way that you really can bake accurately, you know? Some people don't bake by weight, and that just means that your shit turns out different every single time, which would really bother me. Okay. And 37 milliliters. So, to make a flax egg, if you never have before, it's basically, I think it's like 1 part flax to 3 parts water, essentially. I mean, I guess this is almost 1 to 4, but I'm always really, really accurate with it because I want my shit to turn out the same every time. So then you kind of just let this kind of nasty looking mixture sit, but it has basically how a flax egg works is like that's ground flax. You can't just use flax seeds. You have to grind them up, which you can buy flax seeds that aren't ground up, but I just buy them ground up because they're like the same price, so there's kind of no point in doing it. I also make my own brown sugar because I prefer to use like unbleached ingredients. I don't know. I guess maybe I'm a snob, but like I never use bleached sugar, bleached flour because my best friend is a baker, and she's like, it's so insane that we bleach our food. And I agree. Like once she said that, I was like, dude, that is crazy. It is absolutely insane that Americans bleach their flour. There's very few countries on earth where you're allowed to do that. I don't really measure it out. I guess I love how I'm saying like, oh yeah, no, I measure everything, so everything turns out the same, but I always have a completely different consistency of brown sugar. So, but yeah, I just mix it up. And really, like, you should make your own brown sugar because, like, I mean, how long does it take you to go through a ton of sugar? Like, a while, usually. So, if you make your own, I don't know. I just think the two components, like molasses and sugar, I think are just way cheaper to buy in bulk, and then you can just make your own. And in addition, you don't have to buy light brown and then dark brown sugar. You know, if you want darker sugar, then just make darker sugar, you know? But, yeah, I gotta be real careful not to touch my face, because I'm not I haven't worked in the food industry for a while, so I'm very used to not, and I don't really cook for people that often. So I'm gonna try and be actually sanitary since these are for someone else. But I think everybody should make their own brown sugar. I also think it tastes better. Like, maybe I am just a snob. I just think Domino's sugar tastes like really bad. Like, when I tried to make this same recipe at my grandma's house, everybody was like, these are the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had. And I was like, oh, they've been better. They've been a lot better. They just, I don't know. I just feel like it's like a more complex flavor, maybe. Which makes sense. Because if you bleach your food, then that like ruins the flavor of it, you know? Bleaching your sugar and flour just kind of ruins the flavor. But yeah, my friends are going to come over. We're going to play Magic. And this is very exciting because my unicorn deck is pretty much finished. And we don't play Commander. Because fuck Commander. No hate if you play Commander. I'm just 30 years old, so nobody I know plays Commander. Commander's for like Gen Z Magic players, I feel. But she's never played Commander, and then her friend's coming over, and her friend I actually did like an art commission for last year because he just transitioned, and so I did like a top surgery Furby for him, and it was very cute. All right. I have washed my hands, okay? Don't judge that I'm touching this. My hands are washed. Which, it's crazy. I still see people say stuff like, you should always wear gloves when you're cooking to bakers and chefs and stuff. It's like, dude, the studies are out, and it's more unsanitary to cook with gloves because they kind of just collect a bunch of dirt as things go. All right, it's pretty well incorporated, I think. All right, so now got the vegan butter, which is slightly too soft, but that's okay. And how much brown sugar do I need? 150 grams. Of medium brown sugar? I don't know. It's basically just whatever I feel like that day. I don't know. Maybe I'll make them right. I usually put like slightly less though. I think 150 is like a little bit too much, but that's okay. All right. How do you get it? Like, how do you get it so you can actually see? I don't know. All right. And then we'll do our vanilla extract, which somebody gave me this. They made it. It's almost gone. You can tell I make a lot of cookies. This is definitely my go-to thing. They're the best chocolate chip cookies I've ever had. And I don't think that they taste any different from non-vegan ones, except maybe they're better. So, I don't know. Can I get one more out of that? I'm not sure. But, I mean, literally all, like, vanilla extract is just vanilla beans and alcohol. Denatured alcohol, maybe? I will clean it. If I was just making them for myself, I would not clean those. But now I have to clean them. I don't know. It bothers me because I've been a vegan now for almost 11 years. It really bothers me when people say that there is like a lot of privilege to being vegan. Because literally the cheapest foods on earth are vegan. So I really don't understand that sentiment. Like, rice and beans are vegan, pasta is vegan. Like, I don't know what people are talking about. Yeah, I mean, if the way you're vegan is like you just shop at Whole Foods and shit, then you're gonna have a hard time. But I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, Kentucky. I am not shopping at Whole Foods. I'm shopping at like Walmart and Kroger. Actually, maybe this worked out. The butter's like a little softer than usual, but I think it's okay. It actually became a little bit creamier than usual. Oh, I gotta put this in. This is my disgusting flax egg that is absolutely necessary for this recipe. I don't know, it's good for you. It adds protein, probably. I'm not sure. This is my coworker that's coming over and eating these cookies is the only person in my life, pretty much, that I have told that I have a YouTube channel. And I'm like, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Because my husband is very jealous that anybody ever watches my guitar streams. Oh, by the way, I always use King Arthur because it's unbleached, as I've said 1 million times. But yeah, he's a bit jealous because he was trying to stream Arma and stuff. Oh my god, that's crazy. Like I can see it on camera, but I can't see it in real life. And also, maybe this is insane, but I use like whole wheat and white flour in my cookies. And I don't know, maybe that's just a preference thing, but I feel like it's a better texture. They're better for you, which, you know, what I mean, like, should you be trying to make cookies that are better for you? Probably not. Okay, I haven't heard that. My teenage Korean friend died yesterday. So young. I've never heard that one. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Oh yeah, my husband was trying to be he was trying to be a streamer and it didn't work out. And so he's upset that sometimes people watch me play guitar. But that's kind of a him problem, you know? If someone calls you fat, just ignore them. You are bigger than that. Very wise words. This is cornstarch, which I don't really know why this is in this recipe. I don't really know why you would put cornstarch in cookies, but it does work, and I've forgotten it before, and it just didn't turn out super good. And then baking soda. I thought you were being serious for a second, because I feel like every other day somebody will say in the stream that their friend died, but I think that's just the nature of, like, the people that watch this channel, is their friends are always dying. And salt, and that's it. Well, I guess I also have to put in chocolate chips at some point. Hello? Why is this not saying it weighs anything? That's scary to me. Okay. For some reason, my scale isn't working right now, and this is kind of an important part. Sorry, just looking for laughs. That's okay. I mean, I haven't heard those ones before. Do you think that's enough salt? I don't know. When I eyeballed it, it looked like it was enough. But, I don't know. I don't think my scale's working right. That's okay. That's the last ingredient. So, because you don't weigh chocolate chips. Chocolate chips are measured with the heart. I say you're good. All right. And that's it. And now we almost have chocolate chip cookies. Okay. You don't want to mix them up too much, or else you'll have gluten in your cookies, and that would be disgusting. Damn. I just realized I left these in the oven. That's terrible. Now they're gonna be super hot. It's like, I knew I was forgetting something. Oh well. I have to make some cookies without chocolate chips for my husband, because he likes, I guess those would just be molasses cookies, you know? My grief counselor died last week, but he was so good I didn't even care. Okay. I haven't heard any of these. They're decent. It feels like I'm in a stream with my dad. Well, let me just try some. Yep, that's right. They're slightly sweeter than usual because I actually followed the recipe. All right, now I have to make a couple. I have to make 2 without chocolate chips for my husband, which is disgusting, but that's okay. And my pans are extremely hot, which is a bad thing. They're not that bad. I can pick them up with my hand. But it's not good for like vegan cookies because I feel because the butter melts like a little quicker. So that's okay. Oh my god. Dude, my allergies are so bad. I am such a good baker. I even weigh out my cookies to make sure that they're always 30 grams. But I'm actually not going to set them on that right now because it's still way too hot. Since I left it in the fucking oven. Alright, so there's the 2 for my husband that have no chocolate chips in them at all. Because he's a crazy person. And now we shall measure the chocolate chips with our heart. That's probably enough. Love in Texas? You mean live in Texas? Me? I don't live in Texas. I live in Kentucky. doing. I mean, if I'm gonna stream myself baking cookies, I can't be doing that over here. Okay. Now we have to try it again, even though I just tried it. I don't know. Has anybody you know ever actually gotten sick from eating raw cookie dough? I've never met anybody that has. Where are you from? Not that I know of. Yeah, same. I used to bake cookies with my grandma a lot. And, I mean, she would say that, right? She'd be like, don't eat them because you'll get sick. And then, like, literally the second we would look away, she would eat it. And she never got sick. Well, she did get sick. She got Alzheimer's and died, but that was completely unrelated to us baking cookies. How's Texas? I'm not sure I would ever want to live there. It also seems really hot. I mean, Kentucky's hot, but Texas is like hot all year round. The thing I really like about Kentucky is that, well, I like a lot of things about Kentucky, actually. Weather is cool right now. But you could go outside in short sleeves, high in the 60s. Honestly, it's like 50-something here right now, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just really like seasons, and I'm originally from Ohio, though I've been in Kentucky for a long time. But, like, Ohio sucks because it is really cold. I mean, it is truly the North. Like, I meet people sometimes, and they'll be like, oh, Kentucky isn't really the true South. Kentucky is basically the Midwest. And I was like, no, it's not. If you're from the Midwest, then you really know that Kentucky is not anything like the Midwest at all. Like, culturally, it is very much the South. How long have you been in Texas? Because I've been in Kentucky now for 12 years. So, almost half my life, getting there. No plans to go anywhere else. It's also really cheap to live here. Entire life. Yeah, that's fair. All right, here's the cookies. Oh, I love how I didn't put my husband's on there yet. There's some of them. Also, I mean, some people, they'll bake, 2 pans at once, but I never do that because I think they always turn out really inconsistent when you bake 2 pans of cookies at one time. I think they turn out wrong. So, I don't do it. I just wait. How tall are you? I'm 5'10". I've actually shrunk. I used to be 5'11", which is weird because I feel like I'm not old enough to be shrinking. But I have. I was 5'11" in high school, and now I'm 5'10", and I also have smaller shoes. I used to wear 9.5, and now I wear a 9. So, I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm just unhealthy, which is very possible. You're only in your 20s, I bet. Well, yeah, I'll be 30 in like 2 months, but yes, I am in my 20s. I'm 29. But I've been getting used to saying I'm 30 because I'm really excited to be 30, honestly. I feel like I feel like a teenager because I'm so idiotic and immature, but I am gonna be 30 soon, so whatever. Just another day. Life shall go on. What's this channel about? Well, not this usually. I just decided to make cookies today. I mean, usually I sit around and I talk about drugs or I play guitar. So, sometimes I'll talk about my tortoise. I almost never do this. But I'm also a vegan, so this is like my go-to cookie recipe. Talk about drugs. I mean, yeah. I mean, I've been talking about Sublocade mainly, and like Suboxone and Methadone and stuff. I have a lot of like privatized videos and stuff. No, I'm definitely not a substance abuse therapist. I'm addicted to drugs. That's what I mean. So I've spent the last 10 years talking about it. I was on Suboxone for 4 years. Yeah, how'd you like being on Suboxone? I think Sublocade is way better, honestly, because one, you can use on it and you don't get precipitated withdrawal, which was my main issue with Suboxone, is I was just constantly sick. So I'm kind of curious, like people that have had good experiences with Suboxone, because it really only worked for me for like 6 weeks. And then I started like fucking up. Subutex was better. Suboxone helped cravings, but made me feel sick. Like, did it make you feel sick just because of Suboxone, or did it make you feel sick because you were using on Suboxone? Because that was my problem. Like, Suboxone didn't feel like anything normally. Oh, shit. I forgot to set the timer. Oh, well. What we say, like 5 minutes? 5 minutes from now? Yeah, so like what was the situation around you feeling sick? Like methadone, I had to stop using methadone because it was making me violently ill. Am I still using? I mean, as of yesterday. Not today. Because I'm out. I mean, I'm planning to quit at some point. I think it just didn't agree with me, maybe because of the naloxone. Yeah, that's fair. I think a lot of people have had a really bad reaction to it. But that's how it was with methadone. Like, methadone, like the effects of it, not the physical effects, because I like the physical effects. Like, I liked how it made me feel in my head, but it made me like violently ill. It reminded me a lot of Tramadol, which Tramadol is the worst thing I've ever done, honestly. So are you off Suboxone now? And that was also my thing, is I was like, oh, I'm literally never going to get off Suboxone because I had no ability to taper at all on my own. Like, I would taper down to like 1 or 2, and then I would just go right back up to 16. So I guess I could make one more cookie. I just have to make sure I eat this one because I've not been super sanitary with the rest of it. I've been off everything since 2014, including Xanax and Klonopin. Yeah, I got off Xanax in 2017. I had to go detox twice for that. I think in a lot of ways, Xanax was worse than fentanyl, which is crazy. Like, it affected my life a lot more. Xanax was the hardest? Yeah. Because it can kill you. Like, fentanyl and like trank and shit, I mean, you feel like you're gonna die, but you probably won't. Xanax, you actually might. So yeah, Xanax, I was withdrawing from Xanax for like literally like 6 months. My friend got off methadone taking weed gummies. He didn't like the smoke, but there's other options. Yeah, gummies are helpful. I also don't really like to smoke anything aside from like cigarettes, but I don't like, weed makes me so anxious, but gummies, usually I'm fine with any like edibles. So, and it does help a little bit, but it's just not the same. Do you live in a legal state? No, I live in Kentucky. But now you can get your medical marijuana card, and I'll probably apply for it. But since I'm from Ohio, I have a lot of friends that grow weed and make edibles, and so it feels like kind of a waste of my time and money to like try and do that. Oh, nice, West Virginia here. Oh, I love West Virginia. I have a lot of family in West Virginia. It's beautiful. Though there's like no jobs there or anything. I'm struggling with 7-0H. Yeah. It's outlawed here now. I tried 7-0H a couple times and I was never able to feel it or anything because obviously I'm addicted to fentanyl, so I'm never going to feel any of that. But like when I was in detox this last time, there was a lot of people in there for 7-0H. And they were like, it feels just like Oxy, but they were also really young. So I'm like, have you ever actually done Oxy? But maybe you would know. I don't know. I've only done 7-0H a handful of times. Whoop. You can get on Suboxone and stuff for 7-0H. I kind of doubt they'd let you get on methadone, though. But maybe. 7-0H is concentrated kratom, correct? Yeah, it's the extract. So, it's really strong, apparently. I don't know. Alright, well, allegedly my cookies are done. Though I forgot to set the timer initially. So I guess we'll see. Maybe I'll give him like one more minute. This is disgusting. Not the cookies, just it's kind of gross to lick this spoon on camera. All right, I'm giving them 1 minute and then probably hopefully they'll be done. So, but I don't know. As I said, I'm making these cookies because I'm getting together with my coworker and her friend and we're gonna play Magic tonight. They've never played Magic before, and I just finished building my unicorn deck, so I'd like to see how it stacks up against like some other decks, and against I've never played my unicorn deck against like 4 people, with 4 people at a time. So we'll see. All right, once I take these out, that'll be it, because then I'll have made the cookies, and that'll be exciting. I kind of wish that person who was talking about 7-0H was still in here, because I want to know what they're even trying to do for that. I really don't. I mean, a lot of people I know that from detox who were addicted to 7-0H, they got Suboxone. But I don't know if that's standard. I don't know if you can walk into a Suboxone clinic and get on it for 7-0H addiction. All right, my cookies are done. Now we will see how they've turned out. There you go. They're perfect, as always. And that's why you should always weigh out your ingredients. So, all right. Thanks for coming. Peace.